All right, guys, if I look wet and sweaty, it's because I am. I literally just came home 5 minutes ago. And while I'm dressed, I wanted to go ahead and just quickly make this video on the TikTok 333 challenge. All right, so I did do the TikTok 333 challenge, and it was, I would say, a much better experience because I got to 100% pick out what I actually wanted to wear. So it definitely 100% accurately reflected the style that I was in the mood for this week, right? And so because of that, everything like flowed a lot better for me, and there were no like redos. So I believe now that I am contemplating if I actually want to do the Project 333 challenge. And the only reason why is because the same complaint I had with doing the 10 by 10 Drew Jordan style little mini capsule is that I just like having my choices available to me. And so the fact that I just can't like grab what I want on certain days, you know, or what I'm feeling because I'm just trying to work with those items that I have is making me wonder, should I actually try to attempt the Project 333 capsule? I would like to try. I will try to do the challenge for as long as possible, but we will see what happens, all right? But like I said, overall, it's a pretty good challenge. It was a little bit more harsh because, of course, in a 10 by 10, usually you're only working with maybe 1 or 2 pairs of shoes, whereas with this challenge, that was taken away because you actually had 3 pairs of shoes. So I did repeat, of course, more often. And that is kind of sort of an anxiety of mine. And I've always had that anxiety since I was, and I am saying the term anxiety very loosely. So maybe I should say I've always had a bit of uncomfortableness about like outfit repeating, period. And that has been an issue since I was probably in high school. And I think it's just because of this undue pressure that I put on myself as a plus size person, like that I always have to like have the best outfits because so many times, even now in 2024, the myth still persists that fat people are not fashionable, that fat people can't dress well, or that fat people just don't want to dress well because they think for some reason they don't deserve to look good. And so since I was very young, I have been fighting this good fight, whether it was out loud or not. I've just been there doing my thing. So this really like got at the core of like some of the things that I still sometimes have to deal with and be okay with. And this is why like people like Kelly B, when she used to do fashion content, I really liked her and I still like her. But I remember where she said about like fat people being pressured to always like look to a level of just look ridiculously good, to the point where we will avoid or not really wear jeans or like denim shorts or just like a plain old t-shirt and put those together with some sneakers because that same look that might be on a thinner person, right? People will read that differently than if you put it on a plus size person, right? And that's why that hashtag or slogan of is it fashionable or is she just skinny, right, came about. Because if I decided to wear a cutoff t-shirt and some jorts, right, and some sneakers, people would think I'm like, I don't know, from the Midwest, no slander to the Midwest, or down south. I'm from the South, right, somewhere from down south living in a trailer park. And they wouldn't have that same energy for somebody who wore that same outfit that's thinner. So this challenge made me at least sit with that and think on that and realize that I'm getting too old to be nervous about like outfit repeating. And I outfit repeat all the time. I just have a lot of choices and endless combos. So it's not obvious if I am outfit repeating, quote, quote. And now I think I'm just taking the word out of context. So don't kill me. But yeah, so overall, I did enjoy the challenge. I felt more comfortable wearing it this time. I felt more happy wearing it. And we're going to go to my rack and I'll show you what I wore in the pieces that I picked. All right, guys, so here we are at my clothing rack yet again. And if you see or hear my dogs, ignore them. Right now, my Pomeranian, he has collapsing trachea and bronchitis. And for some reason, he's really excited right now. So if all of a sudden you hear some hacking and I don't edit it all the way out, he's not in danger. He's okay. All right, so here we go. So the 3 tops that I chose were my my little plain striped tee. Okay, so this is primarily cotton, I think, with some mixture of natural fiber and synthetic on this one. If I remember, I'll post it on the screen. Again, I'm already doing this backwards, but do want to remind you guys that I do live in Taiwan again, and I live in a subtropical, I think it's a subtropical place. So, yeah, there is no, like, we have been pretty much in summer since, I'm going to say April almost, pretty much. The temperatures had already heated up, racketed up. So now it's getting even hotter, okay? The next one is my cotton button down. All right, I love this cotton button down. I thought for a long time that I couldn't do short sleeve collared shirts, but because I don't know why, it kind of felt like elementary school top boy type stuff, but I think it's just almost all in the sleeve. Like, this sleeve is not like that sharp edge. It has like that drop shoulder to it, and then it's not like that full long sleeve. It covers most of my arm. Like, it covers at least down to here because of my tattoos or whatever, but like, because the way it's constructed is a little bit more casual, but still very crisp and professional. Like, it works. I love it. Here's my frilly little blouse that I was super excited to wear. It's actually, remember when I told you guys that I failed for the first part of the 75 hard challenge? This is one of the tops. And on top of that, I got it in this season's spring color of buttercream yellow. Wait, I think I did that wrong. Butter yellow? Butterbell? It's something, but it's yellow, okay? It's that pastel yellow, and it actually looks good on my skin tone, so that's great. And here's why I'm going to say again, I cheated. It's not pictured here, but I actually did have a white bodysuit, but I would only wear it with this because I don't think any parent would appreciate me teaching their children in this top and my bra. I think they will think that I lost the plot somewhere. And I would think too that I have lost the plot somewhere. So I did wear a bodysuit underneath this that also covered up my tats on this arm, and also for modesty's sakes, okay? Then we have my white jeans that I decided to wear because these are a pair that I feel like wear enough, even though they're actually comfortable. And again, I feel like it's like everybody, all the influencers who are like relatable, and they talk about like sometimes how they're scared to wear white jeans because they're scared to spill something on it. And so I feel like I kind of took that on, like I internalized it, but for fucking what? Like, anytime I wear white, I become very cognizant of what I'm eating that day. So like, I make sure that if I eat anything, it's nothing red or deep colored, just in case I make a spill, I can easily just wipe it off and it's okay. I also even had like a tie to go pin at one point. But honestly, most of the time, if you see the stain immediately, you just go to the bathroom real quick, get the hand soap, get a paper towel, rub it, dab it, it's done. And the fact that it's cotton, it might take longer to dry, but most of the time you're able to clean it very quickly. And so it does have a little distress at the bottom to kind of still keep it a little casual, but not too casual with the distressing. Then we have my skirt. This is a midi length skirt. This is rayon. I love this skirt. I will show you that I actually need to, first of all, repair the button. My clasp came off on this skirt, so I'm going to have to fix that. But also, I've been needing to get this skirt altered for 2 years now, and I still have not done it. So I still have it held together by a safety pin, and I still wear this skirt regardless. Like, this is how much I love this skirt. As soon as the weather gets hotter, this skirt, I wear it because it has such great flow. It's so breezy. I love this. I love this skirt, okay? And I literally had my heart broken by this skirt, or I broke myself because I actually fell, and we'll get to that in a second. But actually, we'll go back to that story. But basically, when I thought this skirt may have been damaged, I came home and I hurried up and like got it in the wash and put all this stuff on it to make sure I could save it. Okay, and then I have my blue wide leg trousers. These actually have pockets, and this is a full-on elasticated waist. I have a love-hate relationship with elasticated waists. I don't like them when they're ruched in the front per se, unless it's like a paper bag waist. Everything else, I want a flat band in the front, and then I don't mind if it ruches a little in the back, you know, or whatever, but I don't particularly like the ones where it crinkles in the front, because then if I want to tuck in my shirt, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't look as polished. So this one has that flat front, and so I definitely tuck in my shirts a lot when I wear these pants. Now, again, you guys know I always have this bag here. This, ignore the bag. Okay, it has nothing to do with anything. I wore my sneakers again. My plain white shoes, okay, so it's almost time for me to actually wash these and then reseal them with the protective spray. So these were pretty comfortable. They're still doing well by me. And then have my, what are these, gladiator sandals? My gladiator sandals. I wore these as well with several outfits. I'm wearing these a little bit more this year so far. I accidentally bought these in a shopping fit last year because there was another pair of shoes that I was really wanting, but I got these instead. But then when the actual shoe that I actually wanted finally was released, I still actually wore both of these, but I feel like I've been wearing these a little bit more than the other shoe. And there's nothing wrong with the other shoe, but so far I noticed I've been grabbing these a lot so far this summer. And then there's only one shoe that is not pictured, and it has to do with this skirt. And these are my red ballet flats. I will definitely post a picture of it in a second or somewhere around here. And the reason why I'm not picturing them is because I fell last week, and I was in this beautiful skirt as well, and I fell into straight up mud, okay? So I'm in the middle of trying to clean those shoes. I finally dropped them in a washer, but to see if I could get most of the dirt off, and it got some of it off, but I'm gonna have to go in with a scrubbing brush and just like get the rest of that mud off of my shoe. But it's a beautiful shoe. I love it. It actually replaced an old red shoe that I had, an old red ballet flat that I had for like, I think I almost had that old ballet flat for almost 3 years before it finally got a hole at the bottom. And so I replaced that red shoe with this red shoe. So I've had this red shoe maybe for 6 months to a year now, and I love it because it has that bow at the top or whatever. So those were the 3 pairs of shoes, my 3 bottoms and my 3 tops. And again, like I said, that was the Tik Tok 333 challenge for me. Again, I think the same thing that I think of all capsule wardrobes. The positives are always going to be that you have less to think about to get ready. Number 2, if you're really trying to figure out how you feel about a certain outfit, or not outfit, a piece of garment, an article of clothing, put it in that capsule, right? If there's something that you haven't worn a lot, put it in that capsule, and you will be forced to wear it. But again, like I said, the cons become that you are very restricted. And again, if you're like me, where you love to have like so much choice, it can get a little sad because you're just like, oh, I'm just stuck to these clothes on this rack when I know I have so many other clothes that I actually feel really passionate about, that I wouldn't mind wearing, okay? So anyway, that's that video. I'm about to go eat my lunch, and I'm gonna chill out, and this video will get uploaded whenever it gets uploaded. So talk to you guys later. Bye.